Friday. Hope all is well. Hey, today I am live on LinkedIn and YouTube. Okay, so I do these lives every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours. I try to hit them between the hours of 9 and noon ish. Um, why do I do these lives? Because I want to make sure people know who I am, what I do. So there's one thing that people need to understand when you do lives is that people need to know who you are. Okay, there's three things people need to know about you when you do lives, right? And this is just me, right? It's just me talking. And learn if you want to. If not, that's okay too, right? But there's just a couple things I wanted to address today, and one is who are you? Okay, that's one thing. Okay, so boom, you see that right there? Who are you? So you want to make sure your audience knows who the heck you are, right? So I'm Russell of Hotels. Okay, all right. So that's one thing, right? What do you do? See, this is interactive today, right? What do you do? And that's the next question. I mean, that's the next question I always want to address. What do you do, or what do I do, right? So I'm a hotel. Let's just take a couple things, right? I'm not going to go over everything that I do, but let's just tackle one thing. Let's just say I'm a on-air personality, right? So I'm an on-air personality. Okay. So that means I have a show called On Air with Russell of Hotels, which is a live hospitality talk show that comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is meaning here in Los Angeles. And okay, this is my last question. And the last question is, how can I help? Meaning, how can I help you? Okay, so there's three questions there. Who are you? Russell of Hotels, or Russell Edmond is my real name. What do I do? In this case, I'm a hospitality personality. I have a show called On Air with Russell of Hotels, which comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock PST, California time. I'm in Los Angeles, as you can see in the ticker right there. And then, how can I help you? That's a great question. How can I help? Okay, so as far as a live hospitality talk show for hospitality professionals and for people who maybe don't understand hotels, or maybe stay at hotels, or maybe they're guests or clients of hotels, how can I help them? So let's just take the hospitality professionals first. Okay, what problem do you have that you need to solve? Because one thing you always want to make sure people know is if they have a problem, you can solve it. Okay, so that's how I can help you kind of thing. If you have a problem that needs to be solved, let's just say you have a problem with marketing and marketing your brand. Okay, so Russell of Hotels is a way to market your brand so people know exactly who you are. You stay relevant. They know who you are. You're top of mind when people come to book your hotel. So it's kind of brand awareness, if you will. So one of the things that I do, and the many things I do, the many hats that I wear, is create content. This is creating content. This is creating content for Russell of Hotels, or my own brand, right? So my brand is Russell of Hotels. But just remember, side note, the brand actually starts with you. People will buy you before they buy anything that you do, right? So always remember that, right? So how can I help, or what problem are you having that I can solve? Let's just say for whatever reason, this Hotel A is having problems with brand awareness, okay, or getting their name out, right? And they don't know how to do it. So come to Russell of Hotels, we do things like content creating, right? Creating content. I mean, maybe it's doing a live and letting people know exactly who you are. Maybe it's brand placement. You see this right here. I'm moving this around. That is a logo there. Okay, so every time I do a live or whatever, that logo is associated with me, because you want to make sure that people know that, okay, that's Russell and that's the brand that he represents, right? But we remember that they're going to buy me before they buy the brand that I represent. Okay, so that's Russell of Hotels, but I'm Russell Edmond, right? It's kind of one and the same, but I think you understand what I'm talking about. So just make sure that if you need help, if you want to know, like I said, let me back up, because I'm losing what the heck I'm saying now. So always address these three things if you're doing live, right? Who are you? Russell of Hotels. What do you do? I have a live hospitality talk show called On Air with Russell of Hotels. How can I help? How can you help me, or how can I help you? basically you have a brand that needs to be out there. People need to be aware of your brand. Okay, how do I put that out there? I do it via content creating. I do it via and then that content creation is put on platforms like this, like LinkedIn, like YouTube, like Twitter, like Facebook, like TikTok, or whatever, wherever the client wants this to go. That's what I help them do, right? And a lot of times we don't even realize that we actually need this help. We're so busy in our mundane days of doing things that we were used to doing. We forget about that. Do people really know who I am? Do people really know where I am, what I do, that kind of thing, right? So it goes the same with your brand. Okay, so I have that question. I ask that question every single day of myself. Do people know who I am? Do people know what I do? Do people know how I can help them? And if I never tell them, because you got to remember, I can't be everywhere at one time, right? So it's just not possible. Just like you and your brand can't be everywhere at one time. But what you can do is make sure you stay relevant on social media. Okay, so a lot of times hotels, because I'm a big proponent of hotels, hospitality brands and things like that. Okay, hence the name Russell of Hotels. Hence, you know, 25, 30 years of experience. Hence 14 different hotels with various positions, right? Director of sales and marketing, as well as the general manager of a hotel as well. So I know exactly what we're missing when it comes to letting people know who we are, what we do, and how we can help. Okay, so those are things that I wanted to share today. Hopefully that made sense. Sometimes you kind of get mixed up in what I'm trying to say, but that's okay. That's part of life, right? And that's part of who I am, right? So, but anyway, that's okay. But always make sure you address these things when you're doing live. So I see a lot of people doing lives, right? And it's great. And I love that people are putting their brands out there. They're not afraid to go on and be critiqued, because that's what it's all about. No matter what you do, you're going to be critiqued at what you do. So you might as well do it and might as well get a message out to people. Who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Okay, those are three things that you should always address when you're doing things like that. Because everyone has a problem, right? Well, how can you solve that problem? That's the thing. But sometimes people don't think they have a problem, right? That's probably a bigger issue. But that's all right. That's all right. So anyway, like I said, I do these lives every Monday through Friday. I'm on my way downtown. I'm in LA, right? So I'm on my way downtown. I'm going to be hanging out at the Level Hotel, staying level. In fact, let me just, do I have something for the Level Hotel? Boom, I sure do. So, yeah, so I go there and just kind of hang out, see what's going on, take some photos, do some lives from there as well, because it's all about the brand awareness for the Level Hotel Los Angeles, right? So I want to make sure the people know who they are, and if it fits into where they would like to stay as far as a hotel, this is the information that's provided for them. So staying level, stayinglevel.com is their email address, or I'm sorry, is their website address. And then if you want to stay there, use the promo code ROH23, right? That guarantees you some type of discount, right? And that's the Russell of Hotels discount. So that's the discount that I get when I stay there, right? So you want to make sure if you're going downtown LA and you need a place to stay, that you check out the Level Hotel. So this is what I do, right? So there you go. This is what I do. So anyway, like I said, one of the many things that I do. So it's about brand awareness. And if you didn't know about the Level Hotel, now you know about the Level Hotel, because I made you aware of their brand. There you go. And then also how I can help, maybe save you a couple bucks. ROH23. That's the promo code. So just go ahead and put that promo code in there when you make a reservation. And always make sure you book your hotels direct. That's one thing that I'm a big proponent of. So anyway, that is it for today. What is okay? I see Jana Usher, and that we appreciate you for being you. Yes, it's all about being honest and either admitting that you need help or asking for help. We are all always learning and evolving. That is correct. So one thing that I do on these lives, when people come on, I want to make sure that I address the people that come on, because um, one, it gives me something to talk about. Two, it ain't about me. It's about other people that coming on, right? It's about the brand. It's about maybe what people need assistance with, right? So Jana Usher, Jana Divine Hospitality, okay? She trains people in the hospitality space hotels as well as food and beverage operations on basically, what we're missing as far as hospitality, maybe increasing ticket size or ticket check average, right? How to, merchandise your food better. Um, all these different things that she brings to the table, right? So if you ever need someone to train, and maybe your hotel front desk, okay, maybe how to upsell. Jana Usher is one of the people that you need to be talking to. No, not the only person. I mean, she's not one of the people. She's the only person you should be talking to. So anyway, but she goes by Jana Usher or Jana Divine Hospitality. So if you don't follow her on LinkedIn, please make sure you follow her as well. So that's one thing that I like to do is address the people that actually ask questions and make comments when I'm doing these lives or doing my show on air with Russell of Hotels. That and I wish I can bring her on, but I can't bring her on this particular thing. But proper execution service that our wait staff is providing, upselling techniques. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, an opportunity to be known, right? To put information out there. So she came on. She didn't know that I was gonna like put her on the spot, but that's if you come on, I'm big on putting people on the spot, which is a good thing if you have a business, right? So if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a business, and you come on to, I can only say if you come on to my lives, I'm going to mention you because it's about the community, right? It's about that entrepreneur, hospitality entrepreneur community. And Jana is part of the community. Okay, so of course I'm going to bring her information out to everybody, and if she's going to add a little more to it, definitely I'm going to throw that out there as well. So there you go. So it's about that. It takes a village. Someone says it takes a village, and I'm not sure who that was because I'm not getting that feed. But let me see exactly who that is because I can kind of figure this out live. Hold on, bear with me for a second. Jana. Okay. Anna, you know what? Anna Lara, but Becetta. Now you're from that's Santa Ana, right? Am I right? Please tell me I'm right, Santa Ana. Just say yes in the chat box. I believe Anna Lara is with yes, Travel Santa Ana. Yes, yes, yes. I met her not too long ago. I want to say Memphis. Was it in Memphis I met you? If I'm not mistaken, it was Memphis. It was at IPEC conference in Memphis. So thank you so much. I've been meaning, I need to set up an appointment with you so to come and check out what's going on in Santa Ana. That's Santa Ana, California, for people that don't know. But Anna Becetta, Anna Lara Becetta, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on here as well. And like I said, I'm gonna give them a shout out too. So that's Travel Santa Ana, and I didn't even know they had a DMO, a DMO or CVB there in Santa Ana. And I told her that too. So it's not like I'm just throwing it out there right now. But I didn't know that she had that there was one there. And I met her, and I'm like, gosh, okay, this is great because, like I said, I did not know. So I want to make sure when I'm booking something in that area, I make sure I get Anna Lara in the loop, right? So maybe she can help me out. She give me some information. So that's what it's all about. So it's all about giving back to the community, and these people are part of the community. So yeah, it was Memphis. See, I know, girl, I know you ain't gotta tell me. I already know. So but anyway, so I'm on my way to downtown to the Level Hotel. I already said that. Right? I'm going down to Level Hotel, hang out with Craig. No, I'm not hanging out. When I mean hanging out, it's not hanging out like you. I'm gonna have me a beer and I'm just gonna be chilling. You know what I mean? No, it's about creating content, right? So you always want to do that. It's about creating content. So in order for me to create content, I have conversation with people. I may run into a couple of guests, that kind of thing. Just ask information about how they like the hotel, how they like to stay. And just take videos and more photos and things like that, and show you different parts of this particular hotel because it's a unique hotel. Meaning, first of all, it's downtown. I'm not saying that's the unique part, but it's close to things that people may not even know even exist downtown. I don't know how familiar people outside of LA know about downtown, but and your typical hotel room It's 300 to 350 square feet. Okay, so if you know what the typical hotel size room is, it's 300 to 350 square feet. These are different. Okay, so these are 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites. Okay, so the typical size, the smallest one, is 700 square feet. And did I say that they included a kitchen as well? So if you have a long-term stay situation, it can address that need. If you have that problem, it can address that problem that you have. Oh, I need a hotel that has I'm going to be there for 3 weeks, and I don't like going out all the time, and I need a refrigerator, and I need microwave, and I need if I want to cook something, I want to be able to prepare it myself. So there you go. That fulfills that need. The level hotel fulfills that need. But if you don't need that, okay, you don't need it. But you still get the 700 square feet. You still get the 1, 2, and 3 bedroom. And when I mean bedroom, they close off. It's like a door that closes off, like a regular bedroom, like a townhouse or a condominium kind of thing. And did I mention that they all have balconies? How many hotels do you know that are towers in a downtown area or any area, and they all have balconies? That's not always the case, right? So these all have balconies. They all are, I mean, they're very nice, very well appointed, if you will. Um, so, I mean, just the comforts of home, if you will, with a little more oomph to it, right? They have a full size gym, not an exercise room. It's a gym. Okay, so but yeah, so it's the level hotels. I don't want to go on too much about it because then I'm laying on too thick, and you guys are like, yeah, right, it can't be that good. But yeah, but the things you do need to know is, like I said, the typical rooms 300, 350 square feet. These start at 700 square feet. Okay, so they go from 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms all the way up to an 18,000 square foot penthouse suite. Okay, 18,000 square feet. So if that's what you need, that's what you need, right? So they do a lot of filming. So you're like, well, who's the perfect group or perfect person for that particular hotel? Well, long-term stay companies that may need long-term stay, places for their contractors or whatever. Okay, what if you're relocating? Okay, there you go. Working on a project. Okay, it's gonna take me 3 weeks to a month. Okay, well, Level Hotel downtown. What else? What else? What else? I'm working in the area. I have my own business, but I call on clients downtown LA, and I need to be downtown. Boom, there you go. I'm here 3 to 4 days. Okay, boom, Level Hotels. There you go. My family, my daughter is looking at colleges in LA, and one of them is going to be USC. Okay, not too far from USC, downtown LA. Okay, Level Hotel, right? So, and I need a pool, I need an exercise room or exercise facility, and I like to shoot baskets. Basketball, Level Hotel. There you go. Fourth level. There you go. Overlooking the city. Oh my goodness. Okay, there you go. So I'm just going on and on here. But anyway, so like I said, I do these lives, and sometimes these lives they go out of control. They get their own mind sometimes, but that's just what happens. That's just how I do it. But always remember to be you, right? So because no one can change who you are, and there's only one you, and why would I want to be someone else, right? I'm Russell of Hotel, so why the heck would I want to be someone else, right? So it's hard enough being me, so I damn sure can't be someone else. But anyway, that is it. But I am going to be downtown, so I probably will do another live. I want to thank Jana Usher or Jana Divine Hospitality for coming on. I also want to thank Anna Lara Becerra with what is it called? Is this Travel Santa Ana? Okay, and she just started there, right? So Travel Santa Ana has not been around long, okay, from what I understand. But Santa Ana's been there, for a long time. But Travel Santa Ana, which is the CVB or the DMO of that area, has not been around long. So if you need assistance with any hotels, any restaurant, anything that goes on in that area, reach out to Analata. Okay, so make sure we follow these people on LinkedIn. Okay, because I'm live on LinkedIn, I'm live on YouTube, just in case you guys did not know that. So there you go. And this live may make its way somewhere else. I'm not sure, because sometimes, depending on the content I'm sharing, depending on the content I'm sharing, I want to make sure that other platforms get it as well. Oh my God, you remember everything I told you? Of course. What do you, come on now. One thing I do, and a lot of, is I mean, when you love what you do, you remember certain things, right? You remember people, and you remember things, right? And I can't be me without remembering certain things and certain people. And if I forget, I take a lot of notes, right? So when I meet with people, and this is like sales or trade show 101, right? So you meet people at a trade show, you want to make sure you take as many notes. Even if you're not writing them there, you're taking mental notes of what conversations you had, um, what transpired during that, what was it, 10-minute, 15-minute conversation that you had, right? So it behooves you sometimes you get the business card. I take notes and write them, scribble on the back of their business cards, right? And then that way, when I get to my back to my office or back to my room, I use hotel was it it's called Salesforce. So I put all those notes into my Salesforce. So that's what I do to keep track of who I've met. Then I'll send emails out to, hey, it was nice meeting you, that kind of thing. Thank you so much. I got to come down there and take a look at your properties and all that kind of stuff, and see more about Santa Ana because I haven't been there in so long. That kind of stuff, right? And Santa Ana is in Orange County for people who did not know that. Not too far from Anaheim, not too far from like Costa Mesa, Huntington Beach, in that same kind of area right there. Because I actually used to live in Huntington Beach. I went to Golden West Community College back in the day. Was playing football there, so I know Santa Ana well because it kind of bordered that area, right? So when I meet somebody from there, I'm like, I remember certain areas or certain things about that. And that just makes me remember you, Analata, because I have what am I trying to say? I'm a fondness for that area. Okay, so if you have a fondness for the area, so you're going to remember everything about it and anything that's associated with that, and that's what I do, right? So I, associate certain things with Santa Ana, and which are all good, right? So there you go. So that's how I remember. So, but that was different. The whole Memphis thing, that was different. But it was just good to see that you were there and that you're representing Santa Ana. So I appreciate that. So, and I think you came from San Diego. You were in, I can't remember the hotel or what entity you were with in San Diego, but that's where you were for years, if I'm not mistaken. So, but now she's in Santa Ana. Okay, so that's all that needs to be said right now. So no, make sure you guys follow Ana Lara Becerra, CMP, CTA. Okay, got those acronyms in back of her name. She's a certified meeting professional as well. So there you go. And then once again, did I already say Jana Divine Hospital? Yeah, of course I did. Because, that's my girl. I was told the other day, I did my show the other day, and I was all these people, oh, that's my girl, oh, that's my girl. And someone told me, they sent me a note, you shouldn't say that's your girl. That's not good. I'm like, what? I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that we're friends. I mean, that's the homegirl. That's the homie. I mean, we're cool. That kind of stuff. That's what I meant by that. But some people don't. Some people take stuff a different way. I don't know what that is, but anyway. But no. But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And once again, like I said, I'm gonna do this live again. Not this same live, because of course I can't do the same live, but I'll do it live once I get to the Level Hotel downtown. So I'm actually late because I told them I was going to be there at a certain time. So anyway, but always remember this. And I'll end it at this. When you do these lives, it's always good to, who are you? Let people know who you are. Let people know what you do. Let people know how you can help them. Okay. So Russell of Hotels. I'm a hotel content creator. How can I help? I can create content for you, right? So people know who you are. So you can create that brand awareness, be top of mind. People know you at that point, right? So they say, "Oh, I see that hotel all the time. Maybe let me look into a little further, and then you book it from there, right?" But that's how it works, right? It's just the repetition. I'll give you a case. I'm gonna give you one more example. I'm gonna give you an example. Um, on TV, and I'm not a big, and I hate to say this. No, I don't hate to say this. I'm not a big proponent of third parties. Okay, when I mean third parties, I mean the OTAs. I mean like Expedia, Hotels.com, and all them. Okay, because I think they take away from the hotel, but it's the hotel's job to limit, the involvement of those as well. So, but it's not that I hate them. I hate that hotels don't limit the involvement that they have in running their hotels, right? But anyway, they do serve a purpose, and I understand that. So hopefully, you understand where I'm coming from. But one thing that they do a great job of is marketing. Okay, so because if they're putting everything on TV, and a lot of people remember stuff that's on TV, right? Oh, okay, they come up with these characters, so like Captain Obvious, okay, Hotels.com, Captain Obvious, okay, they see that, and whatever he's saying, they believe it because they see it so much as repetition on TV. They see it, and they ask themselves these questions: Who is Hotels.com? Oh, Hotels.com. I can book my hotel and I get the best rate and all that. That's what people think, right? Well, what can they do to help me? Well, I need someone. I need the best rate. Okay, and how what do they do, and then how can they help me? Well, I need the best rate, so I'm a book. So it solves three problems. Who are they? Hotels.com. Two, what do they do? They have a platform where I can book my rooms. And three, how can they help? Well, they can give me the cheapest rate. That's how people are conditioned, right? Because they think that's true. Well, that's not true. Okay, because but the hotels are not doing a good enough job to combat what the third parties are saying. Okay, because if the hotels could do it, if they had the budget that some of these third parties do, they would be, counteracting what the third parties are saying. But the hotels don't have the budget, so that's why, you know, third parties for some hotels, there's more reservations coming through third parties than anywhere, and it's because of that. And they do a great job of marketing. Their marketing budget is crazy compared to hotels. In fact, their marketing budget for like Hotels.com is probably more than the top three hotel companies combined. I mean, it's in the billions of dollars, right? And and then you get people that don't want to book direct with the hotel because they see all this other stuff on TV. Well, my job as Russell of Hotels is to kind of minimize that, right? So if I can help with that, letting hotels know that, hey, because if you don't know, people are transitioning from, or they've been doing this, from watching a lot of TV to watching things on YouTube and all these other platforms. And we know that that's nothing new, right? But as you can see, more and more people are doing more advertising or more promotion, that kind of thing. So people like myself, are creating content for hotels or for. I mean, I'm a hotel person, so of course I'm going to create content for that because that's what I'm about. That's what I know. That's what my passion is, right? So, and like I said, my job is to make sure people know to book direct, okay? Because those are the best deals, right? The best deals come from the hotel. You got to remember this: who owns the hotels? The hotel or the third party? Okay, so you don't think you can get the better deal from the hotel, the people that own the hotel, versus someone that doesn't own the hotel? Well, let's just think about it like that for a second. Let's just let that marinate and percolate for a minute as I sign off and say thank you again. So, but anyway, you guys have a great day. You guys have a great day. Once again, Russell of Hotels live hospitality talk show comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock live here on LinkedIn and live on YouTube. So you guys have a great day. Until later.